What's up, YouTube? It's No Bias Boxing here with all the latest on the sweet science. Alright, so one fight that I'm super excited for was just announced that it was signed a few days ago. Sergey the Krusher Kovalev versus Andre SOG Ward. Now this fight, of course, is pending on if these two get past their next opponents. Whether Ward takes a summer fight or not, that's to be seen. He was supposed to, but I don't know if he's going to want to at this point because it's already the end of April and he'll be fighting again in November, so we'll see. But Sergey Kovalev does have a fight before the fight with Ward. He's going to tune up against Isaac Chilemba. Isaac Chilemba isn't a bad fighter, but this fight's going to be in Russia, and Chilemba's coming off a loss, so I mean he shouldn't be too much of a worry for Sergey Kovalev. Sergey Kovalev should be able to get him out of there, even though I don't believe Chilemba's ever been stopped. No, Chilemba hasn't been stopped. 3 losses. His 3 losses come to Tony Bellew, Eilder Alvarez, and Wilfor Shipipo in Africa. Yeah, so either way, I think Kovalev is going to be the first to stop Chilemba, and that's going to set up the Ward, not unification because Ward doesn't have any titles, but super fight. I think Ward Kovalev is the best fight and the biggest fight to be made in boxing. Some people will say Canelo GGG. I don't think Canelo GGG is a super competitive fight, man. I think GGG is a level above Canelo. And I think you'd beat him with experience and skill and power. But Kovalev and Ward, that's a very even fight in my opinion. I really don't know who to pick. I would slightly edge Ward just because he has shown his skill over the past couple of years. Well, not a couple of years actually. The past couple of years he hasn't been fighting, but since the beginning of Super 6. Kovalev's a freaking beast, man. If he hits you clean, you're probably going down. He dropped Pascal with the jab, dropped Hopkins with a pullback right hand, step back right hand, whatever. But Ward is just another animal. Even though he hasn't been super active as of lately, he looked pretty good in his fight against Sullivan Barrera. Barrera really didn't offer much to him. He looked a little tense, a little nervous going in there, looked a little hesitant to let his shots go. It was his biggest fight as a professional, first time on HBO. I could see why he would be nervous. But Ward pretty much won every round in that fight, in my opinion. He looked good. But I kind of want to see him take a summer fight before this, just so I can better predict, because I don't think he was at his best. I think if that Ward that fought Barrera shows up to fight Kovalev, Kovalev could land something on him, because Barrera was hitting him. Barrera isn't the biggest puncher. He kind of throws everything at the same speed, so Ward was kind of able to time the shots. Kovalev varies the power and the speed of his punches. He varies that jab up and down. The thing that worries me about Kovalev in this fight is it seems like he gets too focused on attacking, and when he's doing well attacking, he kind of lets his defense go. Like, he'll be jabbing, he'll think he's about to hit you, and you'll all of a sudden jump at him with the left hook, and you might surprise him. If he's not in a defensive mode, you know what I mean? You'll surprise him with that left hook, and you'll probably land. And I think that's exactly what Ward does. He kind of like how he did Carl Froch, jumps in with the left hook, right hand, and then clinch, walk you back. I feel that's what he's going to do to Kovalev. If you watch fights of his in the Olympics, he was fighting bigger guys. He was fighting at 178 in the Olympics. He would move, jump in with a 3-punch attack, clinch, then move out. I think he's going to utilize the same game plan against Sergey Kovalev. Of course, if Sergey Kovalev lands that right hand, it could be lights out for Ward. But, man, I don't know. I would slightly favor Ward. I'd say if I had to bet, I would bet my money on Ward, but I wouldn't be super confident. I'm not going to bet on this fight. So, yeah, hopefully this goes down in November. I wonder who Ward can fight in the meantime. I mean, let's just look at the rankings here really quick. At light heavyweight, we got Adonis Stevenson. That fight's probably not going to happen. Andres Fonfora, he's signed with Heyman. So I doubt, even though Heyman fighters are starting to fight on HBO now, I doubt that's a realistic fight at this point, especially for a tune-up fight. Eilder Alvarez, is he signed with Heyman? He might be signed with Heyman, but he's the guy that just beat Isaac Chilemba too. So, I mean, if you could get Eilder Alvarez in the ring, that'd be good. That would be a good fight. Jurgen Bramer, German fighter. Maybe that'd be a decent fight at light heavyweight. Jean Pascal, Kovalev just beat him, damn near killed him twice. We don't need to see that. Thomas Oosthuizen, not a bad fight. So yeah, I'd say maybe Thomas Oosthuizen, Jürgen Bremer, or Elder Alvarez. One of those guys. I want to see Ward fight one of those guys. Those guys are top 10 level at light heavyweight, but they're not the upper echelon. Or maybe even Nathan Cleverly. Who knows? But yeah, one of those guys I want to see Ward fight in the summer. And that'll better prepare him for Sergey Kovalev. Because so far, all he's had on his comeback is Paul Smith at 172, which, to be fair, looked like Paul didn't train for that fight. Looked like he didn't try in that fight. He literally barely threw a punch back at Ward. Easy work. And Sullivan Barrera, where he looked a little bit rusty. But yeah, that's all I got for today, man. No bias boxing. Signing out.